1-2-1-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we want to bring forth to the stage a very special guest, the undisputed.
Nah, son, baby. And this is another episode.
Can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing.
And this is your host. Nah, son, baby. Here we go. Microphone check 1-2-1-2. This is your host, not son, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. And I'm with a dear friend. You know, she's sexy, she's curvy, and she hit the gym. She get it right and tight. And she's also, you know, she doesn't want to say police officer, but fuck it. Correctional officers are cops. In my humble opinion, they're cops too. So how is like living a double life? You know, you go to your workplace as a CO, fuck it, as a cop. I'm gonna call you a cop, as a correctional officer, a CO, and then you get your freak on, or you know, you just want to go to a swing party. Like, how is like to switch from professions? Because you know, people have this idea of police officers as saints or COs. They look at them like, oh, she's not about that life. So how do you balance that out?
I wouldn't say police officer. I'll say law enforcement officer, CO, whatever the case may be.
I know you. I knew you were not a police officer when I did not smell bacon. Anyway, keep going.
I live the same life as normal people live. I'm human.
What's normal people?
Normal people go to work, they take care of their business, they come home, take care of their household, take care of their kids, and then after dark, what they do, they get their freak on. Well, they say the freaks come out at night.
Okay, break it down to me, because it's like I cannot see myself as a CO. Like, working at a prison, is it like being in the prison your damn self?
Actually, it is. You don't see the sun. You don't know if it's raining, if it's snowing, or if the sun is out, whatever the case may be. But once you out, that tension needs to be released. So that's when we do what we do after dark.
Do the male inmates try to hit on you because you're a looker, and you know they probably see all that thickness through them pants, through them jeans, and they want to get them in them drawers. So do they try to like hit on you?
Not like they used to. I got 20 plus years in the game, so I don't get that as disrespected as I used to back in the days. But I got that tenure now, so they don't disrespect me like they used to back in the days.
So how would they disrespect you? Like, would they like touch themselves, expose themselves, jerk off? Like, what would they do?
Pull their dicks out and jerk off.
So, like, keep it 100. Was there ever a time where you really wanted to fuck one of the inmates? Because I've heard stories and seen news clippings of female COs getting in with the male inmates.
That is true, and hell to the goddamn no. There's too many dicks out here that I can get a hold of versus fucking somebody in the jail. Now, do them niggas up in jail got big dicks? Yeah, it seemed like at one point I thought all big dick niggas was locked the fuck up. Every time they pulled a dick out, it was a big dick. But no, I was never interested in neither one of them, because at the end of the day, at the back of their shirts, it says inmate, and all of them smell the same and look the same in my eyes.
So keep it real. You wanted to fuck one of them. You wanted one of them to smash.
Hell no. No.
So you telling me you're not tempted at least one time? You know, nobody knows who you are. They don't know your name, where you work. Tell me. This is between you and I and a million listeners. Keep going.
Not at all. Not one time that has crossed my mind.
Not one time.
Not one single time. Not one time. No, sir.
Because that's a misconception that the reason why, you know, women become COs is to get dick. So you pretty much crushed that misconception. Why do you think that people have that, you know, that thought that women become COs because they want dick or they want to be around men?
Most of the females who fuck the dudes that's locked the hell up is because they have insecurities as well as low self-esteem, and I have neither.
But come on though, like keep it real with me. You telling me that not one time that you thought about dipping your hand in a cookie jar?
No, sir. I have too many dicks surrounding me in my environment outside of work that I can choose from.
Okay. What about correctional officer fucking another correctional officer. Does that happen?
It happens, but I choose not to dip my honey where I make my money.
In other words, she don't shit where she eat. Chomp chomp. So you telling me that you never thought about A, fucking an inmate, or B, fucking a coworker?
No, sir. No, I have not.
See, she may be telling me one version as Miss Goody Two Shoes, but she may be doing another thing. But I'm gonna take her word for it because she's anonymous and people don't know who she is. But then again, she's probably fronting for me, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. So, how long have you been in a swing lifestyle?
I'll say close to 2 years.
So, what do you think about it so far? Wait, first of all, let's back up. Who brought you into the game?
A long-term friend brought me into the game.
Fuck buddy. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, pretty much. We've been fucking for a couple of decades.
Ding, ding, ding. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, so he put me on. It was one weekend. I came to D.C. area, and it was my birthday weekend. And he was like, hey, I got something that you've been wanting. He put me on to, it was a swingers party that weekend, and it's been on and popping since. D.C.
meaning this cock. Ow. So it's like... So what's the difference between swinger dick and vanilla dick? Vanilla dick for you slow motherfuckers, meaning people who are not in the lifestyle. So what's the difference between swinger dick and vanilla dick?
The difference that I see is, as far as swingers dick, you can see it being swung from pussy to pussy. Vanilla dick, you don't know where it's being swung to.
So it's like, test drive. Like you can see what's going on. You can see if he could sling cock right in exact. So you may say, I may want to sample.
Pretty much. I usually don't deal with nothing unless I feel like that he's going to be able to put that work in. If he's not going to be able to put that work in, ain't no need to waste my damn time.
So have you ever had whack dick while you were in the lifestyle?
Well, I'm not going to say whack. I had semi, it was alright type of dick, but he took care of it in other ways. But I wouldn't call it whack.
Okay, so what are your expectations of the lifestyle?
To be more free, to experience more, to explore more. But I see so many groups and cliques to the point where it's like, okay, I try to mix and mingle as much as I can. But at times it can be a little hard.
Don't you hate that shit? Like, people are in cliques like they're in kindergarten. Like, it's like people are acting their shoe size and not their age. You dig? But it's like how people warmed up to you or how people welcomed you, even regardless of the cliques.
Exactly. At each party, I may know one particular person who invited me to the party, and that person may introduce me to more people, or I'll walk around and try to present myself to the group members. But like I said, you got your cliques, you got your groups. They might speak, and that's pretty much it.
And family, I just want to, say a sidebar. This woman got braces and she gave me head without cutting me. Ow. So, anyway, so back to the lecture at hand. So, it's like, do you see yourself being in a lifestyle for the long haul for a long time?
I can see myself doing it. To me, it seems eventually it may end up getting old. If it keep going the way that it's going, it'll keep getting old because every single party that I go to is somewhat similar. It's somewhat similar, like I said, as far as the clique, as far as the groups. I normally go to the parties dolo, so I pretty much put myself out there alone.
So, do you see yourself being in a relationship while in a lifestyle?
That's a trick
or
question.
It's just your sexual playground as of now?
As of right now, I would say it's my sexual playground.
So what happens, let's say hypothetically speaking, because there's a lot of jailbirds with felonies and a lifestyle, quiet as kept. So what would happen if you would see an inmate at a party and, you was overseeing him? It's like, what would you react how would you react if he were to recognize you?
Lord, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. Well, for the most part, I would speak because the respect would definitely be there. I wouldn't there's no way I can act like I don't know the person because, of course, he would know who the hell I am. But matter of fact, he would know me before I know him, more than likely, unless he was a problematic child up in there. But the only thing I would do was speak. I mean...
And you'll give him some pussy, too.
Fuck no.
Keep it 100.
Fuck
Keep it real.
no.
Keep it a buck.
Most of them dudes that get locked the hell up where I work at, they're in and out, in and out. It's repetitious. You won't never go up in there and share how good my pussy is.
So let me know. It's like, do you get a lot of bullshit from your coworkers? Do your coworkers hit on you?
Well, no, being that I've been there for 20 plus years, no, I don't get that type of love. I get love, but not that type of love. They hit on the newer folks that come through the door. And when I first came through the door, yeah. But I'm old meat now. They want new meat.
So how would they reprimand you? I mean, not reprimand you. How would you reprimand the inmates who would do perverted shit just to get your attention? Like, what would some of the shit that they do?
As far as they'll whip their dick out, like I said, as far as jerk off on you. It's been times that an inmate then came off on officer hands trying to make sure that the timing is right when the officer opened up the tray slot. The dick already is in full motion and ready to explode, and by the time that tray slot come open, the cum is all over her hand. But they get written up, they get sent into the hole.
Savage. Anyway, keep going.
They get sent to the hole and they remain in the hole until their time is served.
See, they getting sent to the hole that they want to get sent to instead of the hole that they want to come in. Itty bitty bang bang. So, what about do the female COs, do they, go, even though they're, the fresh fish, do they get their shit off with other male COs?
Yeah, it's a level squirrel up in there. Any type of law enforcement field is a level squirrel because we spend most of our time at work versus at home with our families.
So what made you different when you was a young buck in the game?
Because I don't dip my honey while I make my money.
She doesn't dip her honey where she makes her money. I gotta use that. I'm biting that. But, do you have any last words in regards to, advice that you would give single women to navigate the lifestyle as a newbie?
Well, just explore, keep exploring, putting yourself out there. The person who put you on to the party, see if they can walk you through and introduce you to people to try to break that cycle. One thing I will say to folks who are members, rethink when you're in your group and clinging on to the people who you normally see, and show love to the people that you don't see. Show more love to the people who you don't see because they need love too.
And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. Stop touching my dick. And Dad, you made me forget what I was about to say. Wait, what I was going to say? Let me back up. www.notsunblaze.com and check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them. The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Google me, Not Son. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, I'm about to fuck this chick. Until next time, I'm about to make her my inmate. We're about to play a game of cops and robbers. And guess who's going to get handcuffed on the bad post? Not me. And on that note, until next time, peace.